Sitting here getting my fat bitch on, and y'all, they done it again. We've been screaming about police reform, police retraining, defunding, all of that, and they just did it again. This beautiful queen is 36-year-old Sonia Massey. She lived in Springfield, Illinois, and on July 19th, she called 911 because she thought there was an intruder in her home. 2 deputies responded and proceeded to search her home. Now, Sonia was standing in the kitchen, and one deputy who did not have his body camera on was standing in the living room. The other deputy did have his body camera on, and I'm not exactly sure of his exact position. The deputy without his body camera on was named Sean Grayson. I'll just call him Sean from now on because he's a monster. And as he was standing there, he noticed a pot of something on the stove that was about to boil over, and he told Mrs. Massey that her pot was about to boil over, and she went over, picked up the pot, and moved it over to someplace off the stove. He apparently suddenly thought she was going to attack him with that pot that she had already put down, and screamed at her aggressively to put the pot down, even though she already had. She was scared to death, raised both hands, and went behind an island in the kitchen to protect herself as he advanced on her with his gun. Then he shot her twice in the face, and she died because she moved a pot off of her stove, which he told her was about to boil over. Luckily, the other police officer had their body cam on. Now, Sean didn't seem to care one bit. The other police officer said, we've got to get our med kit, we've got to call for a bus, we've got to render aid, and Sean said, oh, shit, it's too late. No, never mind. He did not render aid. He apparently just stood around while everybody else tried to save her life. Now, like always, it took weeks of protests to get the body cameras released. But good news is he's been indicted. But you know, the night he shot her in the face while she was doing absolutely nothing, he got to go home and eat dinner with his family. Got to sleep in his own bed. And you wonder why we don't trust the police. And you wonder why the BIPOC community doesn't trust the police. It's because of this. It's because of asking for help and having committed the crime of moving a pot off the stove that you end up dead. Good Lord and butter. And if there is a problem officer, they should not be certified. They should not be employed. That is no different than what the Catholic Church did with problem priests, moving them from place to place to place. Because they're eventually going to do something like this. We need to defund and retrain the police immediately.